Hi guys, today I'm going to talk about the integration between Ratecard and Bullhorn. Bullhorn is the CRM system used by over 8,000 staffing agencies worldwide. We can automate asking for feedback via Ratecard and the integration. Step 1 is getting your client ID and secret and saving it into your Ratecard account. Next, you're asked to connect your Bullhorn account and authorize Ratecard to have access. Now this might look a lot like your recruitment process as a staffing agency, with the most important touch points being the intake, the interview, the placement of course, and finally, maybe you want to have a checkup after 1 to 3 months. Your main stakeholders most possibly are the candidates and the clients. In order to ask both candidates and clients for feedback via Ratecard, we need to know three things: who to ask, what to ask, and how and when. In other words, we need a smart group, a form, and a campaign. So we need to know the recipients, the questions, and the message you're sending. So let's now add these groups so we can know who to ask for feedback. For example, this group, it's called Interview Candidate via Bullhorn. And as you can see, you can add all sorts of smart field data. But because of the integration with Bullhorn, we will map that data automatically. You can also add group limits to prevent Ratecard from sending too many feedback requests to this group. After adding these groups, you can set up triggers on your Bullhorn integration page. Triggers are set to listen to events happening in your Bullhorn account. For example, scheduling a meeting, adding a placement, or updating a placement. So now we know who to ask for feedback, and we listen to Bullhorn, so to whatever happens within your Bullhorn application. And the next step is what to ask, so which questions, or in other words, a form. So let me give this form a title and choose a language, one of many, so we're a multi-language application, and you can customize your form with your logo and your colors. The next step is to choose one of our proven templates or to create your own. And in the next screen, you can add all these building blocks to your form, and you can decide which questions to ask to your candidates and our clients. Click Publish and you've published your first form. Now we know who we want to ask for feedback and what to ask these guys. It's time to create a campaign and to decide how and when to ask for feedback. So let's go and create a campaign. The first step is to choose a channel. We currently support SMS and email. And of course you select your audience, you select the feedback form, and then you go ahead and choose one of the templates that we already made for you. For example, one with emoticons, one with the NPS or Net Promoter Score, or you can just choose the CSAT, the customer satisfaction. So let's choose that one, and now let's personalize the subject of the email, very important for higher conversion rates. And after that you can preview your template, and of course you can test it, for example by sending it to yourself. So let's go through to the next step and decide when to ask for feedback. So we have three types of campaigns. On autopilot, based on an event, for example something that happens within Bullhorn. A recurring campaign, also on autopilot, for example every month, every quarter, every week, and of course you can send out a manual campaign. For now we are choosing the event-based campaign on autopilot. And next you can decide which date should trigger this campaign and what delay you want to add to that date. For example, let's say 1 hour, and you can also set up a reminder. So that's it, let's launch this campaign and we're ready to go. Now let's do something within Bullhorn. For example, let's schedule a meeting. This meeting is scheduled with Dan. It's an example meeting. It has the type interview, and let's change the dates, and then also select a client contact and a candidate for this meeting. Now what happens is an email campaign on autopilot with 1 hour delay is sent out. It's personalized by Dan, it's sent by Dan, and if I click on the 8 is immediately filled in. It also has logic, so if I click 7, I need to fill in how I can improve by 1 point or more. And last but not least, of course, the Net Promoter Score, or how likely is this candidate to recommend us. Finally, the candidate is redirected to one of your pages. That's it for today. Have fun improving yourself and your company.